Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Last video, I stated how I was going to start a journey called Road to Regional, where I have decided to record my progress throughout my journey with the end goal of going to Regional. Well, now is the day that the grind begins with the Road to Regional number 1. Now, I do have some stuff that I want to talk about before I show a pretty good best of 3 match. So if you want to jump straight to the match, I'll put the timestamp on the screen. Anyways, first thing I want to mention is how I'm still deciding how I'll do these videos exactly. Right now my plan is to just talk a bit about my progress and thoughts, and then give you all a match to watch with live commentary. This strategy might be a bit boring, so I'm brainstorming some other ideas. Maybe I should go straight to the best of 3 match, or maybe there's another strategy that you all want. Just let me know in the comments and I'll look at doing it. For now, I'll keep doing the current strategy until I find a better method. I've also been brainstorming a team that I could use a bit for the Road to Regionals, and that brainstorming is still in progress. I'm trying to make a team that is pretty bulky and maybe utilizes greens from Grimmsnell for support. I'm going through learning about how to make a good team right now with things like roles, having good win condition, and good synergy, knowing and having counters to the meta, and other stuff. For now, however, the team I'll be sticking with is the team that won the 2025 Milwaukee Regionals made by Andrew Dink. And I like this team because it uses Grimmsnarl for one, and I like how the team uses Pokemon in different ways, like Assault Vest Miraidon, Choice Band Urshifu, Rocky Helmet, Terrabug, Incineroar. And once my new team is made, I'll probably use that team for the time being, unless I make another one, or the new regulation comes out, or I want to showcase a team that I like that did well in the tournament. But most likely I'll be sticking with the team that I make. When I started this journey, I was at a best of 3 elo of 1052. For the past couple of days, I've tried to get on a daily routine of how I'm practicing Pokemon. Right now, my main practice routine is doing 8 best of 3 rounds each day, mainly because that's how regional tournaments run. They usually run like 8 rounds, maybe 9 rounds a day. And I say it has helped me a little bit since at the current moment I'm at an elo of 1264. However, this routine may change soon, since one of the things that I'm noticing that will help a lot for my progress is doing VOD reviews of myself. Before the journey, I was stubborn to do VOD reviews, mainly because they seem boring and time consuming. However, learning from losses is probably one of the best ways to learn. So I'm going to implement VOD reviewing into my routine to help out my progress. I also got a notebook for any information, since it's better to write things down than to just try to remember them. I will see how this goes and I will inform you guys if it's working well or not. I think that's all I have to say for this video. If you guys have any ways to make these videos better, let me know in the comments below. I might also start doing Twitch streams at twitch.tv/ParroTiest, probably about my battles or team building. And I'm also thinking about doing some sort of shorts for my progress, maybe like on Instagram maybe, because I think it'll be a good place to talk about daily stuff. So if I do that, I'll link in the description or mention it in the next Road to Regional. Anyways, that's enough talking for today. Hope you all enjoy the best of 3 match, and have a great rest of your day. I'll see you all in the next video. Okay, so we got a Aquatic Calyrex team here. Alright, these look like original sets. These are Leech Seed. So their team doesn't look like it will run in Trick Room, so I don't think I have to worry about that. I'm thinking their like main win condition here probably has to do with like Smeargle and decorating probably either Calyrex or Koraidon. So I do have to watch out for the Smeargle and clear it out as quick as I can. The question is, how am I going to do that? I could do a Trick Room mode myself if I wanted to with Lunala here. Perhaps. Yeah, but you know, he could always bore me. See, it's just the first lead that I'm worried about. I could go like a Lunala Miraidon here just to do good damage. Maybe threaten KO on Smeargle itself. That could work. Go like Miraidon or Shifu. I think Ursula needs to go to back for Trick Room. I'll probably bring Incineroar here. Just for the Rillaboom and knock off pressure on Calyrex. Alright, so we got Smeargle Koraidon here. Smeargle was what I was thinking was going to happen. My question is if it's going to either fake out here or is it going to spoil Lunala? Because I could always just full out attack with Miraidon here. Maybe go like a Draco Meteor into Koraidon. Because yeah, he does not have any he doesn't have a Dragon type move, and I do. But if he Terra Fires, then I could always just go for Electro Drift and one-shot it. I think I'm gonna do, yeah, I'm gonna see if I go for a Trick Room. I'm just gonna go a safe play of just going Draco Meteor. Okay, so they just fake out. Fake out Collision Course, alright. That is perfectly fine. Alright, he gets a defense buff, that doesn't really matter here. So now we are under Trick Room. I think that's a good time to go for Electro Drift because he's gonna think I'm gonna go Moonblast into Koraidon. So yeah, so I think I'm just gonna go for Electro Drift into Koraidon here. Maybe double up. I just fear the Protect here. Could also just double up on Smeargle. That's always an option. I think Moonblast. I think I like the idea of Moonblast and just, or I could Volt Switch. Yeah. All right, so they go Rillaboom. I could get out the Miraidon here. Swap it in for the Urshifu. Okay, never mind. Miraidon falls asleep. All I think about Electric Train was up. So it didn't even matter. Alright, so anyways, Miraidon's asleep. They can't really pressure Miraidon, so I can just wait for her to wake up, maybe. I think now could actually be a good time to just swap in Ursaluna. Perhaps. No, but they have Grassy Train. It's going to suck. I think I'm just going to go for a Volt Switch. If Miraidon dies, it dies. Alright, so it goes into Calyrex. I get good damage, and Lunala goes to sleep. And okay, Miraidon actually wakes up, so I'm gonna go Ursaluna, get that burn off. Which I'm actually pretty lucky for the first turn. Sleep. Alright, so now I think I might just protect here. And I don't want to waste my Trick Room turns, actually. And Ursaluna does not one-shot Calyrex with Facade. I think I could go Facade into Koraidon here to see if I can one-shot him. And then go for Wide Guard and Lunala, see if he'll get a first turn sleep as well. Actually, no, this is first. Yeah, I think this is his first turn. Has to go through. So I think, yeah, I'm just going to go Ghost Terra, go on Koraidon. Yeah, he protects. I probably should have just went on Calyrex just to get him low enough. Alright. So yeah, now he just has to swap into someone. If he swaps into... if he swaps into Rillaboom in place of Koraidon, then that's going to be big. Because then I have a forever Electric Train. Okay, so we get Wide Guard, that's good. Facade, one hit KOs Koraidon, that's nice. And then Wide Guard. Protects, that's huge. Alright, so now Rillaboom is in here with Fake Out Pressure. I think I have to let one of these two die. I could also go Trick Room again, just to get it up again. Yeah, I like that idea. Get Trick Room up again. And then protect with Ursaluna. Okay, so they go for Wood Hammer and Leech Seed, okay. Alright, so yeah, so now I could always just one-shot Rillaboom. I think I might want to swap in right in here. Let's get the electric. Okay, never mind. They don't even have terrain. They ran out. So I think I could just go for a Wide Guard Facade here. I think that'll just work out. Alright, one hit kills. Rillaboom. He Leech Seeds. I don't think he could out Leech Seed Ursaluna. Alright, that's good damage. Oh, wait, Glacial Lance is his only attacking move, so I think we just win here. How much wide guards do I have? Okay, I have a lot of wide guards. Alright. Going into game number 2. Alright, so yeah, so one thing to notice, yeah, Calyrex's only attacking move is Glacial Lance, so Lunala is very good into this team, especially into the big restricteds. The question is, do I want to lead Lunala again? Because he's probably gonna lead Smeargle again. Because then I could always just go for like a Ride on Lunala again, and I could go for like a Snarl maybe in a Moonblast, or like a Volt Switch Moonblast. I think that is a good idea to get rid of the Smeargle early on. And then I like Ursaluna in the back for the Trick Room. And we didn't even use our last Pokemon here. Because I don't think Urshifu is going to be a good choice because Sun is up, they have Rillaboom. And Grimmsnarl could be okay, but if I'm going for Trick Room, I kind of want to like Thunder Wave. Plus, this team doesn't do that much damage. I think it's Incineroar. It's a good choice. Okay, so they go Calyrex and Incineroar. Knockoff is going to do a lot less damage because Electricity is used here. I could always go Electro Drift straight up into Calyrex, but Incineroar is probably going to fake him out. So I think it could Glacial Lance as well, so I gotta be careful of that. I think I could also just swap it Ursaluna and then go for Wide Guard as well if they go for Glacial Lance. I kind of like the idea. Because he's probably going to fake out. Calyrex is either going to Glacial Lance or he's going to Leech Seed into someone. So I just get a free burn. Okay, they swap it to Rillaboom, which is actually not bad. And they only go for Parting Shot into Calyrex. Alright, and we get the burn, so that's pretty good. I think we do just get Trick Room off here. Protect Trick Room. Only thing I gotta be cautious about is Calyrex reversing Trick Room. I don't think he's gonna try to do that. I think he's gonna try to Leech Seed Lunala if he can. Alright, so Calyrex goes for Terra Fairy. Rillaboom U-turns, I'm assuming, out into Incineroar for the attack drop. Yep. And then Leech Seed. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Alright. So now, what should I do for Ursaluna? Because now he has an attack drop. He might be able to one-shot Incineroar. I could always also swap out for my own Incineroar and then Parting Shot afterwards to just get rid of him. Not get rid of him, bring back Ursaluna. The question is, what am I going to do with Lunala? She's not really doing much except for Leech Seed onto him. I think I could Trick Room maybe. Not Trick Room, Wide Guard. I think it's just best if I just go for like a Moonblast into Incineroar, get some good damage. He Parting Shots into Rillaboom. Alright. I'm not going to be surprised if he fakes out Incineroar here. I could just go for like a Parting Shot into... Calyrex says I have clear damage, that's right. Just go like Parting Shot into Rillaboom. Maybe swap out Lunala, since I don't like the fact that it's getting Leech Seed right now. Just the fact is, if they go for Glacial Lance, one of these two are going to have to die. Or maybe I just swap out and then go Wide Guard here. That could also work. There's Glacial Lance. He's going to Wood Hammer someone. Or U-turn. He's playing really well with keeping Incineroar in. I think here I just go for Earthquake, maybe. Or Headlong Rush, perhaps. Yeah, I could go for like Headlong Rush into Incineroar. Go for Wide Guard. He's probably going to fake out. Or he's got a Party Shot. He could do one or the other. Okay, he doesn't fake out. Do we one shot? Oh, he has a Shuka Berry. Alright, Parting Shots. Into Koraidon. Alright, they already used up Terra, so maybe Moonblast would still KO. Also, not to mention the Trick Room is almost up. Um, I don't know, maybe I could go for like a Facade into Calyrex. Or I could go Incineroar here. And just try to fake out while I get Trick Room again. And maybe go for like a Moonblast. I'd probably get Protect here. Yep. And Glacial Lance, that's nothing. Alright. So I think it's always good to just fake out. Also, not to mention, they did not bring Smeargle here. Alright. So let's see. So Calyrex is at 0.5. I might be able to just swap in Ursaluna for Lunala, maybe? Because Incineroar is probably got a parting shot here. I don't know which Incineroar is faster, though. We're able to see up here. I don't want to look for it. Alright. I think I'm just going to party shot to whoever slice here. Oh, okay, time ran out. If they kill Lunala here, that's fine. It's then I get Ursaluna out free. Yeah, they bring out Rillaboom. Alright. Like here, I could swap him right on here. Get rid of the Grassy Terrain just in case they go for like a Grassy Glide. And Terra goes Facade. Because I think Glacial Lance is not going to do much damage to Miraidon. And I can always just KO Rillaboom right here. Alright, so they swap in Incineroar for Calyrex. Okay, they fake out that slot. Alright. So now they're both pretty low. I could always just sack Incineroar. Yeah, I think I could always just sack Incineroar here. Or get an Earthquake in. Okay, I think Miraidon might be good to deal with the Miraidon Calyrex. Oh, the only problem is, yeah, he has Glacial Lance now. Let's try this maybe. Yeah, he protects. Facade doesn't do enough. Miraidon goes down. Yeah, that's a loss. Alright. Game 3. Alright, so their Incineroar was a big nuisance last round. Because I couldn't really get Ursaluna in safely. I think I go Lunala first. I think that's always a good first play. I do need a good way to deal with Incineroar. Maybe I bring Urshifu this time to get rid of Incineroar. I think our Incineroar is too important for the Calyrex and Koraidon. Yeah. Well, let's see here. So I like Lunala first play. I don't know if we still go Miraidon or not. I think we might go Incineroar here. Maybe trigger that Fairy Terror off Calyrex. And maybe go Miraidon in the back. Okay, so they lead back with Smeargle, actually. Smeargle could always just Ghost Terra here and Spore out the Lunala, which is going to be bad. Probably going to have to fake out into Koraidon here. Hmm. Could also just go Will-O-Wisp here as well, but then Koraidon he could one-shot, which is going to not be so good. If could Terra Bug, Will-O-Wisp. Okay, Collision Course does nothing, that's good. He spores out Lunala, that's unfortunate. Koraidon gets burned, that's actually pretty good. Alright. So now Smeargle's probably going to spore out Incineroar here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring him right on here. Just so it doesn't get spored because of electric terrain. He brings Landorus now. And he decorates. Okay, that's interesting. He has a 2 defense, 2 special attack. I don't know if Landorus would be faster. I think I'm gonna have to hope that Lunala wakes up here. And maybe I just go for a Draco Meteor, hope it one shots. No, he could live. Especially if follow me. Maybe I second Incineroar here and go for Volt Switch into Smeargle. Okay, Miraidon's faster, so that's good. I think I just sack Incineroar here. Okay, Incineroar doesn't even go down, which is good. And we get Trick Room up. So that's actually a very good turn. I'm trying to think about what their last Pokemon could be. Because either it could be Rillaboom, it could reset terrain, or it could be Calyrex. I don't think they brought Incineroar this turn. So what I'm going to do, probably just get rid of Smeargle right here. And then fake out Landorus. And just probably go Protect. And we get Smeargle, because Smeargle is doing too much. We need him gone. Okay, so last Pokemon's Rillaboom. He protects, or that's good. Moonblast, 75, that's okay damage. Alright. Now I'm thinking about what Rillaboom could do, because I could always Will-O-Wisp Rillaboom if he predicts that I'm going to go for a swap into Ursaluna. Or I could Pardon Shot also. My question is, what is Landorus going to do? He has Sensor Storm, which is a bit dangerous. I think I just go for Moongeist Beam to Landorus instead of Will-O-Wisp into Rillaboom. If Incent dies here, then that's fine. I get a swap in. Okay, Landorus gets 2-shotted. That's fine enough. Alright, we get Ursaluna out. So I'm probably just going to protect Ursaluna this turn, just to get that burn off. Because I don't want Rillaboom attacking here. And then maybe I don't know if Landorus is going to protect here or he's going to attack here. I think he might protect here, just get rid of Trick Room turns. So maybe I just go into Rillaboom. Might be more safer to actually just go into Landorus. Protect. Because next turn I could always swap in Miraidon. And then KO Landorus just to make sure it doesn't get what am I supposed to say? I don't know. Okay, well this turn Landorus could go down. Actually, it might be better if we just keep one of them up. Nah, it's not. We can just KO both of them. Prime's burnt, so he won't do much. I also do gotta notice that Smeargle can have Fake Out. I think I'd bring out right out here. Okay, he swaps in Koraidon. Maybe Fake Out. Yep. Okay, Oh, okay. Chronicles just goes down to that. That's actually pretty big. He brings out Rillaboom. I like. So he has Spore available to him, which he can use. Rillaboom's probably going to fake out Miraidon. That's probably what's going to happen there. I think maybe I swap into Ursaluna here because it's already burnt. Actually, I think I might swap Lunala out because I think the person that he's going to try to burn is Lunala here. And then Miraidon's just going to fake out. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I like the idea. And let's say we just go for a Gold Switch. Smeargle. Yeah, he fakes out. Spore. Yep, he came Spore to Ursaluna. Alright, that was actually a pretty good turn. He has a 1.5 speed, which is not good. Wondering what do I do here? I think I swap back out Lunala. I think he just has to get slept. Yeah. That Woodhammer goes out. Alright, swap back in Miraidon. Maybe Moonblast. He goes Decorate. Okay, maybe Woodhammer. Okay, close two-shot. Alright, he actually drops speed, so that's actually pretty good. I think I just go Draco here. Or Volt Switch. No, I think it's just fine if I sack here. Maybe I just go for Trick Room. Because, yeah, he's probably going to just attack Miraidon again. So, yeah, I think I just go Electric Drift, sacrifice Miraidon, go for Trick Room. Yeah, Miraidon goes down. Does my Lunala wake up? Yes, it does. I don't know if it's in Electric Terrain, if it gets a first turn wake up every time or not. Because, Electric Terrain, it stops sleeping. But I don't know if it's going to be like that. No, it didn't work down here. So yeah, that's not how it works. But I think we do have a pretty good way to win this now. We could decide into Rillaboom, Moongeist into Landorus. I think we would just win this. If he actually goes in, if my Wi-Fi isn't, I think my Wi-Fi looks fine. I'm gonna refresh here just in case. Oh, it is my Wi-Fi. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, okay, I just won anyways. He disconnected himself. But yeah, and that was actually pretty interesting. He's a 1400 person. And we won down here. Which I'm not saying Elo did fine skill, but still, I think he put up a pretty good fight. I mean, first round, Ursaluna kind of just destroyed their whole team, and Calyrex couldn't do much because Lunala had wide guard. Second game, Incineroar really did a lot for their team because Ursaluna was always had an attack drop, which basically just meant he's weak. So I needed a way to get rid of Incineroar. I do not know how that would be. Maybe with like Miraidon. Maybe with like Incineroar. Maybe I could just actually no, Incineroar's a bad idea. Maybe we could just like Facade into Incineroar, make sure he goes down. Yeah, either way, that Incineroar kind of needs to go. I think that should have been what I focused on. And then third round. Yes, Miro came back. And actually, I just learned something new. I should probably always use Electric Terrain every time they try to go for Spore. And I think that's a good answer to Smeargle just in general. Just go Miraidon. Because then Miraidon, they can't get Spored. So that's something that I could learn. That first turn Terra Incineroar burning Miraidon was a pretty good play. It would be a little risky if they went Terra Fire first turn, but I don't think they had a reason to go Terra Fire because Lunala
has a very low chance of move blasting into Koraidon, which could have been something I could have done. Um, well, I mean that could have been done because Miracle could have just bored out. Um, yeah, but yeah, that first turn burn was actually pretty good, and I think I dealt with the Decorate Landorus actually pretty good as well with the other Saluna. I mean, just overall, I think I just played very well. He also played pretty well. And yeah, I think it's just a good game to look over if I need to. And yeah.